Okay, let's take a character like Guts from Berserk, for example. He's just fighting his way through life all by himself, trying to find where he fits into this world, who he can call friends, where he can call home. And you see him struggle to connect with the world. And you start to resonate with that. You're like, dang, I can kind of see myself in that. And then on the other hand, you have these other characters that have all the positives of the first guy and no flaws. They have a place to call home, they have friends, and they're badass. One of the core reasons you like the original character is because of their struggles, you know? Guts literally has a nickname called the Struggler. That's what his nickname is in the manga. He's the Struggler. So people connect with that. And then if you take out that core reason for liking him, is it any surprise that you don't like the new one? This person has everything I could ever dream of. I can't like this guy. Screw him. Like, who the hell likes someone who's perfect? You know, when you see someone who's that perfect, it makes you want to spike their drink with some cyanide. But guess what? They're perfect. They knew you were going to do that, so they had a backup water bottle. And now they send the first water bottle for investigation, and now you're in prison. That's why you don't like the perfect guys. Because they get you locked up. I don't know what the hell that analogy was. You look at that scene from She-Hulk. Hulk is telling her, okay, you're going to get very angry, so you're going to have to learn how to control that. Okay, we need to go through these exercises so you can learn that. And she's like, you don't think I've been preparing for this my whole life? Dude, I've been catcalled in the street. Yeah, you think your training's gonna help? You can't match that. And it's like, dude, this guy is the Hulk. His dad was a psychopath. His dad abused his mom and him, eventually killing his mom. And because he had this roided up green rage gene in him, every time he stubbed his toe, he would just turn into the Hulk. And that led to him killing his dad and then the military chasing him. You're really bringing in catcalling with this guy's history? Like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Just listen to him. And I'm not saying all female characters are bad, okay? Before you start pulling out the dictionary, making up some words to label me with here, that's not what I'm saying, okay? There's some good ones as well. There's this Netflix show with 3 main female leads. I think that's a great show. It's called Good Girls. You guys should go check it out. It's pretty good. Even Spider-Gwen from Into the Spider-Verse. She was a good character. She has the flaws that you want to hear about from a Spider-Man story. She can't connect with her dad. Her dad's a police officer and they're on opposing sides for a while, right? There's a bit of a connection you can make there. She's kind of a social outcast, which is kind of her fault. Those bandmates were actually pretty nice to her.
You don't hang out and you don't want to talk.
I didn't join a band so I could talk about my feelings.
Well, I did.
I joined it so I could hit my feelings with sticks.
But still, you know, she's having troubles. So it's like, I can understand that. I can get behind that. But then you come here with, we can't put a flaw in. They're gonna come after us. Such a pussy-ass, crowbar-shaped, limp dick attitude towards writing characters. Like, you're scared of the audience? What are you talking about, dude? The audience will be created with what you create. People will gravitate towards good stuff. If you just make it good, it doesn't matter what you make. And they don't just stop there, you know, they don't just make them with no flaws. That's how they're better than the previous one. They also have to diminish the old one. It's like the old one was living life on easy mode. This new one, this female counterpart came in, and now she's the one who's going through the most. Now here's the thing. If you're gonna make the new one while diminishing the old one, you gotta come in strong, okay? You're priming the audience to go against you. Now you're not just fighting from 0 to 100, you're fighting from negative 100 to 100. But that is such a bad way to go about it because you have to work twice as hard and you're still known as the guy who shat on others. It's just so lame the way they write these characters. They always have these femme fatale characters in this weird way where they're just this one-liner machine. All they have to do is like pose and deliver some corny one-liners. And they always have to have them explain why their struggle is so hard, right? Like, what makes characters like Guts, Aaron, or John Wick cool? It's that these guys go through a lot of shit, but they don't indulge in that trauma, right? They don't just, woe is me all the time. I'm not saying you don't have time to write that into the story. Of course, you should put that in because then, you know, there's some payoff to what they're going through. But every single time, they're always bringing it back to that. Oh, you know what I went through? You know what I went through? Nobody gives a shit. There's a freaking alien here ready to fight us. Can you just get ready? And then on top of that, these characters have the lamest hairstyle ever. It's always that one hairstyle where the sides are shaved and then there's a comb over to one side. It's so annoying, that hairstyle. Oh my god. Even Spider-Gwen from Into the Spider-Verse got nicked by this hairstyle. That movie is really good. She's a good character. I'll let it slide. But holy shit, isn't it just the new form of stereotype that if there's a badass female character, you gotta have them have no side and comb over to one side? It just looks so lame. You know what it looks like? It looks like what people who weren't cool in high school that are writing cool stuff and they think this is what cool looks like. Like, I mean, I'm recording videos about gaming in my closet. so I can't be talking about what's cool here, but at least I'm aware. These people, they're so unaware. It's like that thing where they're always gonna have the smartest comeback ever. Like, if you're in an argument with another dude and he calls you gay, you've lost. That's it. Dunzo. It's over. The only way you can come back from that is you're somehow lucky and the other guy's wearing some really loose-fitting V-neck or something. You're like, says the guy wearing a V-neck, who's gay now. You know, that's the only way you're going to come back from that. If someone says the G word, drops that bomb there, the G bomb, you're done. Just take your chips and cash out. Okay? They don't do that. They'll engage even further. They'll just make themselves look stupid now. Now they gotta have a smart comeback. They'll say some shit like, "Oh, gay people are actually statistically speaking the smartest people on earth because they never actually hit their G-spot in heterosexual sex. So gay is the way to go." They're thinking they're dropping these crazy ass comebacks when the other guy, all he's doing is just looking at him, going like, "So you're a gay nerd? This guy's a gay nerd." That's what I mean, right? These people have such a disconnect with what's cool and they're so unaware. So they keep trying to write these cool stuff and it just falls flat. Nobody's interested in this stuff. Just so obnoxiously smart, you know. Of course, I'm kidding. There's obviously merit to being smart, but it's just so obnoxious. Like, well, actually, the batteries are actually worse for the environment than fossil fuels. It's like, dude, shut up. We're not going to survive long anyways. But this is about to end anyways. Just look at the culture of the world, okay? This is not going to last long. We're all going to die in like 10, 20 years. So let's just use the shit out of it while we're here, huh? They always got to say that thing. We need more female protagonists. We need more female representation. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need more female representation. You need more good character representations, okay? Whether that's female or male, that should not count into the factor. The only way that should count is, okay, I'm writing the story. Would it make it better if I had the character here as female or male? Female? Then put it in as female. That's all. You gotta have that angle where you're coming at it with like, I want to write a good story, not a female story. That's just the wrong angle to take because now you're married to an idea that's outside of wanting to write a good story. So at some point, you're gonna come at a crossroads where you have to choose between writing a good story and writing what you want to write. You gotta make some sacrifices while you're writing. And then you top it all with the fact that women and men are not even interested in the same things. I don't understand how that became a controversial point, but they're just not. Like, look at all the gaming channels. Look at the comments. Most of it is all just men. It's obvious who this is catered to. Just go look at Asmongold's chat, okay? Go look at his comment section. Who do you think's there? Who do you think is behind the anime girl picture, huh? You think it's a girl? Let me tell you something. It's not. Hey, you know, this counterpart thing isn't just with women. You know, I bring up the female topic because it's a little more controversial and I like to teeter on that edge. But even with male counterparts, when they do this thing where they diminish the old one to prop up the new guy, it just gets really annoying. Like, look at Naruto and Boruto, for example. God, those names suck. I mean, Naruto's fine, but saying Naruto and Boruto back to back just sounds so stupid. I don't know why they changed from Bolt, but even that name was stupid. I mean, I don't know what the hell was going on there. Boruto's story was primed to fail, to be honest. With that naming, he was primed to fail. But yeah, you look at him. Like, Naruto's struggle was like nobody liked him. The adults in the village, grown adults, would shun him. You know, this kid just living life. They would shun him. They would shit on him anytime they got a chance. They wouldn't let their kids play with them. And then what is Boruto's struggle, huh? He never had to sit all by himself on that swing. Did he have to do that? No. This kid has his dad right there, his mom waiting at home, and his sister. Besides the lame-ass third Hokage, who didn't even give Naruto enough money to buy him some ramen, even though he's the fourth Hokage's son, who did Naruto have? This guy was all on his own in that rickety-ass apartment that the third Hokage set him up for. He really cares for his fellow Hokages, man. He's a man of his people. I mean, I get you're not meant to compare their struggles, but the way they talk about Boruto not being able to connect with his dad, like, your dad's still there. Just walk into the room. It's just so dumb, this counterpart stuff. And I think the reason why I'm bringing up the female version of the counterpart is because it's just so obvious with it. They're trying to make them look badass, cool, better than the original. This is a 2.0, version 2.0. So it's like, ugh. I'm so over this. This is so dumb. At the end of the day, I said this earlier, but it just boils down to this. If there's a story you want to write, if the character benefits from being a male or a female, you put whatever it will benefit from. I don't care what you want it to be because you have the same genitalia. Just look at what the story needs and put that in. Simple as that.